Hey, this is Jeff at Trev Deeley Motorcycles, and our bike of the week this week is a 2021 Softail Slim, and I'm gonna do what I did last week and take this bike out for a ride. All right, so here it is, the Softail Slim. We have it on demo right now, so if you want to come down, take it for a ride and see what it is. I have rode the Slim, but actually not very much. I haven't rode it much, so I'm excited to get on it and take it for a little ride here. Go over the bike. Who's this bike for? You know, a little bit more about the bike. It is in the Softail lineup, the new updated Softail lineup. So let's get the bike fired up. We'll go for a short ride. The 2021 Softail Slim. Alright, so the Softail Slim has the Milwaukee 8 107. It only comes in the 107, but you can do a bunch of different upgrades with it. Alright, it's got the high beams on, we don't really need that. The Slim is the lowest seat height, so for all of the bikes in the lineup, if you're looking for a lower seat height bike, the Slim is the one that you're going to want to get into. It's a really nice, well-balanced bike. It has a nice, well-balanced feel if it's low, if you're looking for a bike that sits down lower. It's got that 40s look to it. So the Slim is quite popular for customizing, getting into the bobber look. But even stock, if you ride it stock, it's a nice relaxed fit. It's super, super low. My knees are pretty much bent here as I'm just sitting on the bike. And it's nice. It's got the floorboards. They are set up as a solo bike, so it does have just a solo seat on it. The stock seat is, well, it's stiff. If you were looking to do some longer rides on it, you definitely want to put on maybe a little bit more comfortable seat on it. But they do actually make a low reach seat as well. So if you did want to get it down a little bit lower, and even though it sits down the lowest, you can do progressive shocks on these. You can do air ride, so you can get them even a bit lower if you do, you know, have a challenge getting your feet down on them. We're gonna go out here on the highway just to get a little feel on it. Now, this bike is completely stock, except for I think there's got a swing arm bag on it right now. But power-wise, the 107 does have a shorter stroke, so you know it does feel torquey. It gets up and go. This is a light bike. It's 680 pounds, so you I mean the 107 is in a sense more than enough on it. But again, with all the Harley engines, you can do tons of performance upgrades. You of course can do stage 1, get some pipes and an air filter, retune the bike, get it breathing. Stage 2, do the cams, or if you're going to get into stage 3, stage 4, go all the way. You can do it to a 114. You can do it to the Harley 128, which is a super big engine. And there are aftermarket kits as well that will go up to various different cubic inches on them. But stock depends on what you're doing. This is a nice relaxed cruiser, so I think, you know, keeping it, maybe doing a stage 2 on it is probably more than you'll actually need on it. Looks like a bit of traffic going out here onto the highway, so we'll see. We're just doing a really short run here, so I don't even know how we'll get going on it. Now the Slim has these Hollywood bars on them, so it's very relaxed. You get sitting upright on it, so it's a nice comfortable seating position on them. And I'm just trying to pay attention here, I don't want to get run over. as the traffic is is a little bit busier, and we just want to get a little bit of a feel here out on the highway. I personally don't really care that much for windscreens. I rode most of my life without any, so I'm used to it now. If you're doing a longer trip out on the road for a longer, it is nice to have that windscreen, because it is going to take the wind off of your chest. But just doing about 90 kilometers an hour right now, for me this feels quite comfortable. There's some wind, but it's not something that, you know, you feel like you're getting pulled off the bike. Obviously, if you get going a bit faster, or if you're out on a trip, it is windier, it does take its toll over time, and it's definitely more comfortable to have a windscreen. Now, the windscreens that they go on them, if you look at the Heritage, you can do the windscreen like that. There's other options as well. As with all Harleys, they're super customizable, and this one here I've seen done in crazy ways that look completely different. I have one customer that if you saw his Slim, it looks, you know, nothing like sort of the classic 40s bobber style, but then some people are going to go the other route and really do that classic 40s look to it. We're just going to do a very short jaunt on there to get a feel for it. But the bike handles well. It's got normal profile tires, so you know you can get a good lean here into the corner, and it's very comfortable to ride. It feels good right away getting onto it, and if you're looking for that lower seat height bike, this is definitely one to look into, because this is the one that you're gonna get that has that nice lower seat on it. And it's just a nice relaxed cruiser. It's got the floorboards, and the floorboards are so nice for just getting a nice relaxed out on the highway. You can move your feet around on them, which is super nice. So the last video I did a longer ride, and then I realized, well, I gotta talk for 25 minutes, and I went on and on and on. So I just wanted to do a shorter ride on this one, just to get a feel on it. It's yeah, I like it. It's nice and relaxed. You can do mini apes. Some people will do mini apes on it, and that's a nice feel to it too. If you look down here at the tank, it does have the old style 2 filler caps. In the old days, you used to have a filler cap here for the for oil, and then you had one for gas. On this side it's gas, and then on this side the filler cap is just for it's a dummy cap. You can do a mechanical gas gauge on them, but for this it's just a dummy cap. So if you do get one of these, don't pull that one off. It's just 3M taped on, actually. All of these bikes, they have the LED headlights on them. Keyless ignition, so you have a fob on your pocket, you start up the bike. It is an immobilizer, so if the fob isn't near the bike won't start. They do have a fork lock built into the front stem, so you can lock out the front forks on it. And they have as you may be aware of, so 2018 Harley redid the Softail lineup, so it's on that new platform with the Milwaukee 8 engine with that monoshock underneath the seat, and it's super comfortable. This seat, though, I can feel here it's a little bumpier, is a bit of a stiffer seat, so if you wanted to get out on a longer ride, I think just even riding it here, it's not bad, but it definitely wouldn't be comfortable for a long ride. But the solo seats look kind of cool. They do have a matching pillion for this solo seat if you do like the look of it and you're just kind of popping around the city and you're not as concerned about the comfort of it. Or there's 2-up seats. There's lots of aftermarket companies as well that do seats for these. we're almost back here at the dealership. I hope you enjoyed the video and the ride. I know I enjoyed the ride. Come down to Trev Deeley in Vancouver and book a test ride. Check out this bike.